You Call That Service, Volume 5 Review. Volume 4 of Vampire Rom-Com series You Call That Service saw protagonist Ryota go on a date with Sasara, where Oka Sarao's guards. Naturally, this leads to plenty of upset among the rest of the girls, who also have feelings for Ryota. That's over and done with. Let's see how the dust has settled in Volume 5. Ryota is looking forward to returning to normal life and after the date which almost led to his demise in the previous book. But it's not long before the new problem rears its head. Ryota suddenly finds himself with the urge to run the Archbishop Alfonsina aside and serve her. Alfonsina quickly realizes that this is a side effect of praying for his safety and sucking his blood, which means he's turning into her minion. Naturally, Ryota's actual master Shiren is furious that she might be losing him to someone else, especially Alfonsina, who is often got too close for comfort to him for our heroine. Luckily, there's still time to prevent Ryota from fully becoming a minion, but the only cure is a herbal remedy sold exclusively in Japan. As it happens, Japan and the Sacred Blood Empire are about to meet to discuss their diplomatic relationship, which gives Ryota and Alfonsina a chance to take a trip to the country as the Sacred Blood Empire's representatives. The trip is set to take 2 days, with the first being reserved for sightseeing and getting the medicine for Ryota. Shiren isn't thrilled about the two going off together, since Alfonsina could easily complete the ritual for Ryota to become her minion, after she makes a written oath that she would, or make a romantic move on him. Ryota is less concerned about Alfonsina and more worried about his curse, which makes him extremely attracted to women, but hopefully with Alfonsina by his side, nothing extreme as being kidnapped will happen. Since the majority of Volume 5 revolves around the trip to Japan, it's safe to say that its volume of You Can Call That Service is centered around Alfonsina. She's been a recurring character since the beginning of the series, and although she doesn't get on with Shiren, she's always there to help Empress Oka and has proved a trustworthy friend for Ryota. And often the two get to spend much time together, and it gives Alfonsina the chance to open up and reveal to Ryota that she's never had a friend before, and she hopes that her relationship with Ryota can continue for years to come. Of course, there's more than just the feelings of friendship in Alfonsina's side. Like most of the girls in the series, she has romantic feelings for Ryota. After spending the day sightseeing together, Alfonsina is hoping to confess to him. But how he will react to the muse is indeed close to her, but what about Shiren? These are the questions that the book tries to answer and mostly gets there, although quite a few plot points end up sidelined and unresolved. I'm hoping that they will return in the next book rather than be completely swept under the rug, but we shall have to wait and see. What I appreciated the work, getting to see more of Alfonsina, it's a shame that this comes to the expense of Shiren, who didn't get a lot of focus in the previous entry either. With only 2 books left in the series, there isn't a lot of time left to give her a spotlight, so we can hope she's more involved in Volume 6. Other Kisito Morita is putting so much effort into exploring the other characters and the world building that it will be a real shame if the conclusion is that was Shiren being put aside. You Call That Service Volume 5 comes to the West thanks to Yen Press and continues to be translated by Jasmine Bernhardt. The translation reads well with no issues to note. Volume 6 of the series is due to release in June. Overall, Volume 5 of You Call That Service offers another fun read, but sidelining its main heroine again, and some concerns about the future, with the major plot points for this volume going unresolved. There's certainly plenty of reasons to be worried about the trajectory of the story, but that won't stop you from enjoying this book if you're stuck with the series so far. 7/10.